Topics were wide and varied from a lively St. Philip audience gathered at the Princess Margaret Secondary School last night for St. Philip Speaks. Prime Minister Amor Mottley joined the St. Philip Members of Parliament, Minister of Agriculture, Food and Nutritional Security Indar Weir, Minister of State in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Dr. Sonia Brown, and Minister of Education, Science and Technology, Kay McConney, at the session. She told the audience the COVID-19 pandemic had slowed development on the hotel project in St. Philip.
They've got a number of private sector projects about to start too. And then by the end of the year, up here in St. Philip, by end of year, early next year, because they had a COVID outbreak among the workers, so it may be pushed back a little bit. But you all can pass and see how fast the hotel coming up. And therefore, that will open, Wyndham will open it up by Sam Lords by early next year.
From the hotel project, the Prime Minister's attention was turned to education, and she said a draft paper on education had been produced and would be getting her attention and that of stakeholders in the coming days.
What we are fighting is a mental mindset. So I can't change, or you can't change a mental mindset overnight, but we can change the system. And we can make the system more responsive and more effective to be able to do the things. Clearly, when the change comes, you're going to need a timeline. You can't do it today for September. You can't even do it today for next year.
Right.
You need, because you're dealing with people's children, you need at least a 2-year period in order to be able to put everything in place, Madam Chief, to ensure that the transition can be done.
And in a direct answer to a question from a retired school teacher and St. Philip residents on the common entrance exam, the Prime Minister said they are committed to changing the system to make it responsive and effective for our school children.
You have excited a passion in here, I suspect, for something that has been long in coming, but that must come. And I'll end on this. You know the source of our education system that we have today. It is the 1940s British Education Act.
That's true.
The British left it on the side of the road decades ago, and we holding on to it like a badge of honor. Like if it is something that can carry us somewhere, when we have first-hand knowledge that it is killing the spirit of too many of our young people.
Minister of Education, Science and Technology, Kay McConney, told the audience the reform of the education system is to make education work for as many people as possible.
Many people are good at different things, yet still we have only allowed the academic side of things to reign. We have used the common entrance exam as the only assessment tool to determine how they will matriculate. We have to look at different ways of assessing that will allow us to be able to place them where they are best.
Agriculture was also among the topics discussed during the session, and Minister of Agriculture, Food and Nutritional Security Indar Weir told the audience legislation is coming to deal with disruptions to farmers by other farmers.
This is being addressed through legislation this summer. I've already spoken to the Permanent Secretary, and we have engaged with an attorney who is providing us with the legal framework for it. This, of course, will then come to Cabinet, and we will debate this in Parliament this summer. It's going to stop the blocking of the stream. It's going to increase the penalties for people who engage in excess damming of the water. We do recognize that there are people who live along the stream.
Trevor Thorpe, CBC News.
After our many conversations, and